preference is really a starting point to really understand and comprehend our type. But the type becomes even more useful when we really understand and explore the combinations of our preferences and how they interact to create our personality. You'll also notice when you look at the type table that it's organized so that similar types are next to each other, and sections of the type table are organized in order to see qualities that are shared by groups or within the group of type. The MBTI personality of ENTP is constantly looking for opportunities and possibilities. One of their strengths is that they're quick to find patterns, relationships, and connections that may not be obvious to others. Now, their dominant function is the extroverted intuition, which means that they're innovative. And this is easy to remember because intuition and innovative sound very similar. They are always interested in possibilities, they're looking at concepts, and they love exciting challenges. They also really are creative and theoretical. They tend to be very conceptual. Now, their auxiliary function is an introverted thinking, which means that we don't tend to see it very well, but they are analytical, logical, rational, objective, and they even tend to be assertive and questioning. Now, remember that when we look at the ENTP, people tend to see more of that dominant extroverted function than the inverted function. So this means that we're going to see them more as being independent, autonomous, creative, lively, enthusiastic, and they tend to also be very outspoken. Their tertiary function is feeling, while their less preferred function is an introverted sensing. And we need to make sure that they do gather the skills associated with these two preferences. Otherwise, if they neglect them, they're really not going to pay much attention to details and the routine in order to implement their insights and the innovations that they create. The preference combinations within a personality type which influence both career choices and interests are the perception, which is sensing or intuition, plus the judgment, which is thinking or feeling. The intuition plus thinking likes to focus on the possibilities. They're innovators. They like to investigate theories, and they're very logical as well as analytical. They're theoretical, and they enjoy technical frameworks. Some best career choices for an intuitive thinker is going to be physical science, research, management, computers, law, engineering, and even some technical work. How people respond to change deals with their preferences of their energy and their external orientations. So the EP, the external perceiver, is an adaptable extrovert. So when changes are proposed, they're going to talk to everybody around them. They're going to talk to the people they know. They're going to talk to people at work, people at home, their family. They want to find out what everyone around them thinks. And then if changes really allow room for their creativity and action, then they're going to gather resources and try to energize everyone around them to implement those changes. Leadership, management, and the follower styles comes from a preference combination of our judgment preference and our external orientation. So our thinking perceivers are actually adaptable problem solvers. They're going to lead by example. They value and display a technical expertise, and they create a consistent and orderly framework for working. They like to be objective, skeptical, and they're very curious. And they're going to change their course as new information comes in that goes along with that perceptive side where they're spontaneous, and they're very effective problem solvers. The preference combinations of energy and perception explain how a personality type is going to use information. For an EN, an extroverted intuition, that means that they are action-oriented innovators. Knowledge is important in order to change reality. So the temperament for the INTJ is the NT, which means it's rational. So the rationals are theory-oriented, and they seek to understand the principles upon which the world and things work. They trust logic and reason, and they're skeptical and precise. They think in terms of differences, categories, definitions, and even structures. They focus on strategies and designs that achieve long-range goals that lead to progress. They want competence and even thorough knowledge. Remember that the purpose of learning about our MBTI type and those dynamics is really to help us in understanding ourselves and to better build and to aid in developing our relationships with others. And this is accomplished when we look at the combinations of our preferences, the dynamics within our personality type, as well as the development and the growth that is available to our psychological type.